Welcome to Sean's Oasis. Welcome. Thank you for joining me, Sean, here at my domicile. The place I love to call best. The place I love most and that I love to call home. It's called Sean's Oasis, and it's a spa online where you truly will receive a massage for your mind. And thank you, one and all. Come young and old, fresh and rotten. The other things I wanted to say were problematic. Here, today we're trying something completely different. I'm going to be drinking a Diet Coca-Cola. And hopefully that creates a bit of an energy spike of sorts for old Sean. What we got on the docket for tonight? Why the same as every other Tuesday night. 8:30. This. Welcome. 9 o'clock. SoundFont's music. 9:30. The Wheel of Games. 10 p.m. meditation music. At any point in time, type in ! schedule into the chat to see what the schedule is. And what else? I don't know. I'm vamping a little bit. I mean, this whole damn thing is vamping. You want me to get real for a second? This whole damn thing is just talking. It's like I spent so long just like getting my brain right, and then you just gotta talk. You just gotta keep it going. And if you stop talking, it's not real. If you stop talking, it's not a stream. What is it? Could I just sit here like this? Could I just sit here like this? That's valid. That's pretty valid, right? Anyways, I had a whole shtick I wanted to do. I wanted to go, this time I'm gonna let it all hang out. Cause it's my way. It's my way. My way or the highway. But I forgot why I wanted to say that. My brain is going. Here's number one. Number one rule. Sleep. Sleep is the bedrock of health. You know, I'm not drinking this Diet Coke because, I am drinking this Diet Coke because I want to, but that's not the only reason. I accidentally stayed up for 2 hours longer than I wanted to last night because I was adding some lizards. We had a lizard shipment here at Sean's Oasis, and so I was up for 2 hours longer than I meant to be, just getting them all. The lizards were riled up. I'll tell you this much. The lizards were getting into every creek and crevice you could imagine here at Sean's Oasis. These lizards were getting into places I didn't even know existed. Because that's what's true of lizards. Like water, like much of nature, whether you deal with it or not, the water's gonna come through. Last week I spoke about a hole in my ceiling because water was just finding a way. And the water has ceased. The snow remains here in New York City. Weather report at Sean's Oasis. It's not so sunny and relaxing as my outfit might suggest. It's snowy as heck. It started to melt a little bit though today, and the water, like lizards, is gonna go where it will. It's gonna go where it may. That might create a smoother walking path. You know, water's maybe a little more malleable than a big old pile of snow and ice is, and we thank G&H above for that. I'm gonna keep drinking this Diet Coke. Ooh, you gotta love it. I mean, you gotta love Zabble VGM. the unsung hero of Sean's Oasis. And with that bell, I'm going to introduce a part of the show that I love, which is the deep breathing. Because it serves me, it serves you, it serves all of us. We're going to breathe in through the nose as the flower opens, and we're going to blow out through the mouth. Blow out through the mouth. Whoo. I always find it hard to describe how to actually do the breathing. You can breathe however you want, really, but I would recommend in through the nose, out through the mouth. In as the lotus expands, out as it closes up. And I'm going to count it with this hand, and I'm going to call out the number of breaths. We're going to do 5 of them. It's 5 seconds for each inhale and exhale. There's gotta be a simpler way to describe how to mindfully breathe, but that's the problem for a future Sean. All right, on this next opening, we're going to start it, all right? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. That's how you do it, folks. So, what's on the docket for today? I'll tell you this much. I'm wearing a t-shirt right now, right? Well, here's the thing. This is a new t-shirt because I took a shower. I get home, I take a shower, I put on a new t-shirt. So there was the existence of a new t-shirt would presuppose the existence of an old t-shirt. Yes, that's right. I wore a t-shirt earlier today as well. And here's the thing. I forgot I booked my laundry. I booked my laundry in a way that was not ideal. I told them, I dropped off my laundry on Sunday night. And yes, it's true. I get my laundry done for me. I think it's a pretty good use of time and money. If I did it myself, it would cost like $15. It costs $25 to have someone else do it for me and saves me like 3 hours. I don't know. I think my hour is worth at least $3.33. I don't think that's makes me a rotten scoundrel. I don't think that means I'm a devil. And if it does, would you forgive me? Would you forgive me? If you think me a devil for dropping off my laundry, would you forgive me? Would you let this Lucifer back into heaven? Love the snap of that Diet Coke. It snaps. Regular Coca-Cola is like a sludgy, it's fallen over itself to please you, but a Diet Coke, it just snaps. So I drop off my laundry on Sunday, and I say without thinking, hey, when they say, when you want to pick it up, I say, tomorrow night? Tomorrow night? And even as I'm saying that, I'm like, I should have said like a time. Because I don't get back to Sean's Oasis until like, I don't know, 6:30 at night, usually. I'm a very busy person. I end up at all corners of New York City, of all corners of the week schedule. So on Sunday I tell them, hey, could I please pick it up on Monday at night? And lo and behold, I'm coming home yesterday and I'm like, I'm freaking tired. I don't want to pick up my laundry. Look, if the laundry had been done, I would have picked it up. I would have happily sauntered over, much as I did tonight, not to jump in. Excuse me. Diet Coke is having an outsized effect on how my lungs and such are situated. Lo and behold, I'm trying to not get hung up because I forgot to start the 25-minute timer. I'm going to have to manually monitor the time of the stream. Okay? You don't have to think about that. I have to think about that. I'm still getting used to this whole streaming thing. I'm still getting used. I'm but a babe lost in the woods when it comes to twitch.tv. And that's the part of the joy of it, right? That's part of the joy of this whole experience, is just not knowing what's going to happen, trying to design a life and a structure and a look and a mood and an idea, but not knowing what you're going to get, because when you find something exciting and new like a hat, it changes everything. So I drop off the laundry on Sunday, right? I say to him, I'm going to get it on Monday night. And they say, okay. Monday night rolls around, and they have not alerted me that the laundry is done yet. I go to a website just to make sure, hey, is the laundry ready yet? The website says the laundry isn't ready. I'm like, I gotta go home. Tonight is my night to shine. Tonight is my night to enjoy. It's Monday night, and I'm gonna enjoy it. So I go home, and then pretty soon after getting home, I get a text that says, your laundry's done. And I say, no. I've made my bed, and now I'm going to sleep in it, is what I say to the text message. I say, no, keep the clothes. Keep my shirt on. You. No. What do I say? I say, I'm not coming to get the laundry. And they say, sir, if you don't come and get your laundry, we're going to throw it out. And I say, you wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. And I get in this whole confrontation with the nice ladies who work at the laundromat. And I don't want to get into that sort of a situation with them, but they're threatening. They're making all sorts of threats out of hand and out of pocket about the state of my cloth that I wear to protect my skin. And I say, when you take a stand against my clothing, you're taking a stand against me and what I stand for. So they say, okay, we hear what you're saying. We'll hold on to your laundry for one more day. Come on. Yeah. One more day we'll hold on to your laundry. But after that, no more. And I say, you'll hold. I get as my anger and fear started to subside when they announced that they would hold on to my laundry for one day. But when they added that little bit at the end about how if it went one day more, they were gonna friggin' tear it apart and turn it into rags to use at the laundromat, all of my clothing, including my denim, including my stonewashed jeans. They were going to take my Lee dungarees and turn them into rags to clean off the glass in the dryers. This is what they said to me in the text message. So my anger and fear started to subside. But when they started saying that sort of stuff, it came back tenfold. And I said, you listen to me. If my laundry, if you heard a hair on the head of my laundry, it will be. I don't want to joke about threatening violence against a laundromat. I was in the laundromat once, and there was broken glass everywhere. It was like, what happened, man? Did somebody get mad? Did somebody get mad at the laundromat, or did somebody just like sort of accidentally slam a cart? Who knows? Who can say? So I apologize. I cool off a little bit, right? I put down the phone. I say, Sean, this is just clothing. This is just your laundry, for God's sake. You could get more Lee dungarees. You could replace those Lee dungarees with Levi's, for God's sake. Maybe this is a blessing in disguise, that if they turn your Lee dungarees into rags, you'll have an excuse to go out and buy those Levi's you've had your eye on for the past 4 weeks or so. A blessing in disguise. But lo and behold, What actually transpires is I calm down. I text them back. I say, "Hey, I'm sorry about all that stuff." They're like, "We're sorry too. The rag thing is just our policy, you know. Like we have to do it because we only have so much space to store clothing at this laundry." And I'm like, "I get it. It's on me for not scheduling the pickup of my laundry in a way that worked." And they're like, "Hey, it happens all the time. We turn people's clothing into rags all the time." And I say, this doesn't sound great for them. And they say, "It's great for us though." And we share a laugh about that because it's not my clothing that's being turned into rags. It's how interesting it is. How interesting it is that the enemy of my enemy is my friend. How interesting it is that when misfortune falls on others, we laugh. Buster Keaton, the Three Stooges, misfortunes falling upon these sweet, sweet men, and we laugh. I don't think there's anything funny about these sorts of situations. I think we can find comedy in the sweetness of life. I think we could look at the laughter of a child and join in the chorus of joy with the child. I think you could hear a chorus of bullfrogs and go, "They sound crazy, dude." Like if you heard a bunch of frogs and they were getting nuts and you started laughing, there's no foibles there. But so, okay. Another person's clothing is getting turned into rags, and me and the laundromat have found a common we've come to an agreement. So tonight I pick up my clothing at the laundromat, and it's full of t-shirts, full of fresh new shirts. But the point is that because I hadn't dropped off my laundry today, when I was out and about making all sorts of mistakes, when I was out and about today, I had to wear a t-shirt that was like my third tier t-shirt. I have like top tier t-shirt, which is Gildan, and then I have second tier t-shirt, which I do not wear in public, which is Fruit of the Loom. And then I have third tier t-shirt, which is Amazon Essentials. Those Amazon Essentials shirts, don't buy them. Divest from purchasing t-shirts from Amazon. Okay? Those things have aged like a fine rotted wood, not wine. But today, when I was out and about, I was wearing one of those Amazon Essentials t-shirts, and if you could have experienced what my body was experiencing all day with these damn t-shirt, it was like riding up, and like it constantly was like above my, it was like getting caught in the sweater, and it was like above my pant line, and it was just not, it like wouldn't go down far enough to tuck. And like maybe that's part of my body, maybe that's the fit of the tee, but like I don't know, man. The material isn't great. But the material's not the issue, it was the fit and the fact that it kept riding up. And I thought to myself, I said I felt like a crab without a shell all day. I felt like my flesh was being exposed. I was constantly worrying about people seeing my flesh. I was constantly worried about my flesh touching things. I had to protect myself. And so I got real confrontational with everybody I encountered. Much like the night before with the laundromat text message thing. I did the same thing today because of a mistake that I made. I started all sorts of conflict. And we laugh at the foibles of others. We laugh at a fool like me. We want to see a fool like me brought down to earth, told who they are and what they are. Anyways, that's my whole t-shirt story. Let's talk about something a little more accessible, and it's called this bag. What do we think about this bag? How you think I got this bag? Well, I'm so happy you asked. Ta-da! This picture does not communicate much more than holding this does. But the point is I won it in a gachapon. Well, no, not gachapon. I won it in a claw game, right? I won it in a claw game. And this was the second time, and this is Anime Claw in Chinatown, New York City. Shouts out to Anime Claw. I could tell you a whole genuine nice story about the day I had on Saturday. Before all the laundry kerfuffle business. We went to Chinatown. Me and my partner, we went to Chinatown. We were gonna go to Family Fair. Chinatown Family Fair. What's it called? Chinatown Family Fair. Chinatown Fair Family Fun Center. A place that I've heard rumor told is full of like DDR machines. I've wanted to go there for like 5 years, and based on when we tried to get to Chinatown, we didn't have enough time to go there. Like, we would have only had 20 minutes. So I was like, we're going to Anime Claw. We're not playing DDR. We're playing Claw. And this was the second time I'd been to Anime Claw. We had been to Anime Claw in like a week. And the first time I was trying to get this bag. The first time I was seeing this bag behind bars. I saw this bag trapped. I saw this bag scared. I looked this bag, who apparently is a character named Hangyodon. This is Hangyodon from the world of Hello Kitty. Which I will say right now, this Hangyodon is described as a nice guy who loves to make others laugh, but has a soft spot and doesn't like being alone. He desires to be a hero, but his plans of heroism often go awry. Hangyodon also loves collecting merchandise based on himself and is a bit of a romantic, despite being somewhat shy towards women. Who here in the chat can vibe with that? Who here in the chat knows a Hangyodon or is a Hangyodon? Am I right? But so I saw Hangyodon behind bars, trapped in a terrible game of Anime Claw's creation, and I deemed it necessary to save Hangyodon from his tomb. But 2 weeks ago I was not able to get Hangyodon, so on Saturday we went to Anime Claw, and bada bing, after a few tries I was able to secure this comforting bag man, who I don't have it in here right now, but it's perfectly sized for a Nintendo 3DS. And I love having my DS just like in a bag touching me, that I can just pull it out and play a little bit and put it back in as I'm wandering around Sean's Oasis, the halls of Sean's Oasis. Because you never know when the desire to game is gonna strike. Oops, you do when you're at Sean's Oasis on Tuesday nights. The gaming is happening at friggin' 9:30. So unfortunately, there were certain creatures in cages that I was not able to save from Anime Claw. There was a tempura baby, a small creature that looked like tempura, still trapped, left to languish in their cage. And you can see in the background of the, oh no, this doesn't work. But you can see in the background of, hold on, I can make this work in like 4 seconds. You can see this right here. That's Umbreon from the world of Pokemon. Umbreon, I also tried to save from prison, but was not happening. Did not happen. So we're gonna have to go back at some point. And I just want to say one more thing about claw games. They excite, they delight, but are they immoral? Are claw games a half step towards the addiction of gambling? Maybe. But I'll say this much. When you spend the money to try to play it, it's good. I like playing the claw game, and the moment of when it pulls up and you don't know whether it's going to hold on or not, that is worth $100. I would pay $100 for the thrill of that moment, you know? And maybe that's where it starts. So maybe they are immoral. No, I don't think it's my place to say whether claw games are immoral or not. And I kind of wanted to talk about like the history of claw games, but we gotta get this show on the road. But I'll show you this much. I'll show you this much. How about this? I want to show you the first claw machine. And we're just going straight to Wikipedia, all right? We don't need to worry too much about you know, the fact that I'm just reading Wikipedia. But here, look at this. It's the Erie Digger. Claw machines are believed to have originated in the United States in the 1890s when they were made to resemble the machines that built the Panama Canal. The first patented claw machine, the Erie Digger, shown here, was a glass box containing candy and other small objects, a chute, and a coin-operated miniature steam shovel. So sick. That moved in an arc, could be moved with a handle, and could be lifted and dropped into the chute using a hand crank. It was invented in 1926, manufactured by the Erie Manufacturing Company, and named after the construction of the Erie Canal. It didn't require electricity. And then smash cut to like Sega, making UFO catcher. And as we can see in this photo, here's countless Kirby's trapped in a purgatorial state. You don't even get to save the Kirby. You gotta grab a ball. Come on. You gotta grab a ball? Sit. Whoa. You gotta grab a ball. You use this knob here to grab these balls here. Have you ever played a claw game? I don't know why this one Kirby is like loose in the ball pit. That doesn't seem right to me. But yeah, will they win? Will they win? Only one way to find out. You gotta play to win. But yeah, claw games are the best. The thrill of a claw game, it's just the best. This is the world's largest claw game, Claw King, which I'm not. I don't know how thrilled about this I am. I don't think I care about this, but here it is. Yeah, that's the claw game section of the show. We got a few minutes here, and in those few minutes, I just wanted to draw attention to one more thing, which would require a lot more time to talk about than we got right now. But these TikTok teens, I want to talk about how these TikTok teens have self-care. I went to a concert last week, and all the lyrics were about self-care, and the TikTok teens were eating it up. And I was like, what is this person who's around my age doing with these lyrics? No, I understood and was like, yeah, this is nice. Like, yeah, love yourself. Their lyrics were confused. I'm not going to name who the artist was, but their lyrics were a mix of self-care, but then also like super heteronormative, like songs of yearning, and about how before introducing one song, the lead singer was like, yeah, he might be really angry, but he's trying his best. Like they were trying to validate to a bunch of young girls that their boyfriend's getting angry. I mean, anger is okay. I'm not saying anger isn't okay. I just think, whatever, we don't need to talk about it. The point is these TikTok teens have self-care. And when I was a teenager, all I had was frickin' MLG Halo and strangers yelling at you for picking up the Needler. I remember playing Halo once before they rolled in the MLG modes, and so everybody had to sort of like play like with like colloquial rule sets of like, we all agree to not use the Needler. And I remember playing with these people once, and someone got so freaking mad at me for picking up the Needler, and I never played Halo with them ever again. So yeah, that's that. Oh, and I was gonna make a comparison to an observation Gia Tolentino made, quite the same, about like it's very much like a kids these days sort of sentiment, right? That everybody on Halo was yelling at you, and I can't imagine it's that different for like people on TikTok. I bet people are yelling. Everyone's upset. I don't know what my point is. Anywho, well, if you stick with me for just a moment longer here, we'll hear the sound of a bell, which will bring us beautifully on to the SoundFont's music portion of the program. This is me vamping for time because I forgot to hit the timer. I'm staring at the clock. It's not the most fun way to stream, which is why we must do better, or let go, or just put a clock on screen and lo and behold, it's freaking time to go on over the SoundFont's music portion of the program. See you over there. Best laid plans, huh? Welcome to the SoundFont's portion of the program. Here's what I'm going to do. Just like every other time we're doing the SoundFont's portion of the show, I'm going to start with a game's sound font. And what game is this? Well, you might be able to guess, dear viewer. No, you won't be able... I mean, maybe you can guess by SOM. Sure ain't SOL. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really seed any references to the game. Maybe that's something I should be trying to focus on doing a bit more. Is like little hints. As you can see, the lizards have arrived. We've got lizards at Sean's Oasis now, and it feels so good. But yeah, the game of today, if you haven't guessed it by now, which good luck to you if you haven't, it's going to be Squaresoft's 1993 multiplayer action RPG Secret of Mana, aka Seiken Densetsu 2, featuring musical compositions by Hiroki Kikuta and sound programming by Minoru Akao. So, I have to assume, I don't know if Minoru Akao did the sound design. There are also some sound designers credited on the game. Who creates the samples for a Squaresoft game circa 1993? You know? That's a story for another time. A story I would love to actually get into at some point. I would love for this SoundFont's music portion of the program to be a little more SoundFonts, a little less music. But for now, it's going to be entirely music, because here's what we're going to be doing. We're going to use only... Oh, Windows. We're going to be using only sounds from Secret of Mana in the creation of a brand new piece of music. How's that sound, chat? How's that sound? I forgot to hit the timer again. I'm hitting it now. The timer will go off when it goes off. Man, remembering to hit the timer, that's a tricky thing. All right, let's so we got a gamelan, a flute pad. I want to start with some freaking percussion. I want to get this thing moving before we start like laying in, because in the past I've like laid in random chords and it's like I have to fix everything after the fact. So let's get a hit first. Let's get a hit. Get a hit. This is a sample called Hit. What? This is altogether unpleasant. This is altogether unpleasant. We're gonna need like a kick drum or just drum. There's percussion, there's slap bass, there's tubular bells. I'm gonna need a kick drum to just keep me honest. You know, it's probably in the percussion section. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? Let's just check out straight up the zone. The zone is the part that shows you where all the different instruments are on the keyboard. Okay. And so we've got a kick drum, right? Or no? Do we? We've got stick, snare, clap, snare, high, closed hi-hat, open hat, castanet. We've got castanets. Oh, kick. Kick is the first one. It's on C1. All right, so we need to bring down the keyboard to like C1 to... That's what we're looking for. Why not that? Actually, let me just get like, because I'm not finding a. Let's just get like a clav. I don't really have a sense of what the rhythm is right now. Yeah, it's much faster than I realized. Look, listen, it's all gonna come together. Don't you worry. What was I? Like a rhythm befitting of this sound source, you know? You know? Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop. There it is. We found it. That ain't right. Trust me when I say that. Hold on. That ain't it at all. That ain't it at all. I don't even listen. I'm getting lost in the freaking sauce, dude. That's pretty good. Maybe I should just copy that. That's pretty good. There it is. I knew I'd find it if I kept looking, you know? I'm just gonna vary this a smidge. Okay? Maybe that shit's just too loud, you know? Maybe I just need to freaking chill for a minute here. I'm gonna make this bounce all crazy. What is this? Is this the castanet? Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find this, show this sample, and I'm gonna create an instrument with this because I want to pitch this thing. I want to pitch this thing. Alright, and also I'm just turning off the loop for a second because it's making me crazy Lord knows how it's making you. And then we're going to put a randomizer on this. We're going to randomize the pitch. It's going to go in both directions. Right? Oh, we're playing this. Where's the castanet? I need you to be the entire freaking zone. So what we're... Oh, I left it zoomed in. Oh, so many little details of the stream that I still got to get better at. So if we see here, I've extended the zoom. So now... Are you parsing this? Parsing this user? Now the one instrument is, now the instrument is comprised of only the castanet. Is this what we want? Is this making this more pleasant? Maybe, maybe not. That ain't the pad I want. I just want some, like, strings. I don't want this thing to ever do the clicking sound that it's doing, okay? That ain't right. Hold on. Maybe if I just move this down, it'll be chiller. Nah, it's gotta pop. clean, you know? Nobody wants this. That's an orca. That doesn't sound terrible, but it doesn't sound great. It's not the worst, right? Just put a... Put a little bit longer of a release on that. This is like a mournful progression. It's never gonna get to like a positive resolution thing that I want. Cause like when I opened up this piano, I was like, oh, this is gonna resolve so positively. Like that. Like that. Instead it's like maybe that's something. How long is this? It's 8? ain't perfect, but it's my first take, you know? We do our best, right? Well, we got 5 minutes left. Let's figure something out here, all right? It ain't that. Sorry. I forgot to talk this whole time too, but I don't know. It's hard to talk. The way that loops is actually kind of nice. So we're supposed to be moving on, but I feel like we're just starting to get into it, you know? Why would we move on when we have this to explore? Why would we move on when we have sine wave? So yeah, the way that I'm gonna pitch this down like 2 octaves to make it have a real long attack. Longer than that. Longest attack we got. I'll tell you this much, that's gonna sound quite nice during the meditation music portion of the program. But for now, we gotta unfortunately move things on over to the we're moving on to the Wheel of Games, okay? Okay? We're gonna be moving on over to the Wheel of Games. Alright? Give me a second here. And we'll be heading right on over to the Wheel of Games. What are we gonna play today? Well, there's only one way to find out. It's by spinning this damn wheel. Alright, so what's on the board? First up, Juiced. What is juice? What is juice but the derivation of fruit? Huh? And what is a car video game but the derivation of a car, which is the derivation of a horse? Huh? You ever consider this? You ever think about that? I don't know anything about Juiced. I don't know if there's a car in it. Drop and Grow is a game I found a demo for. It says the release version of the game will include trees, fruit, rivers, geysers, rain clouds, and more. And that seemed pretty good. It's a game where you drop water to grow plants. And it's like, I think a puzzle game, or it's just chill. I don't know. I hope we play it. It seems interesting. Jumping Flash, the classic meeting of animal and machine in a rabbit-shaped robot where you jump in, you're in first person, and you're jumping around very interesting and fun worlds with very interesting and fun music. It's for the PlayStation. That one's a real gamer's game. That one's for the gamers. And hopefully that's what the wheel's gonna let us play, because I'd love to play it. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. I meant to talk about this on stream a little bit, but I finished the narrative of the video game. I played the big finale sequence. It was beautiful. It made me cry. But now we can actually play the video game. You know what I'm saying? Now I just get to mess around in this wonderful world of Hyrule. And so I hope the wheel lands on that, because that sure would be fun. And finally, rounding it out, we got Campanella 2. a classic game of UFO 50 where you play a little UFO flying around, but then you land and you're a guy walking around. So you're flying around, then you're walking around, and the stakes could never be higher, and it's a game of like, I'm going to try to do this, but then when you try to do it, you mess it up, and we could all learn a thing or two about life from that. So here's what we're going to do, all right? We're going to spin this wheel and find out what it is we're going to be playing, all right? You ready, chat? Hey, chat. Hey, chat. Everybody in the chat. Give me a hell yeah if you're ready for me to spin the wheel. Hey, everybody in the chat. How do you interact with chat when there is no chat? You know? Alright, but I'm gonna spin this wheel and we're gonna find out what we're playing. Alright. I'm gonna be honest, my money is on Drop and Grow, because that's the one that's the biggest mystery to me. But it looks like it's gonna be nail biter. Ooh, I was ready for it to be freaking Take, dude. I was ready to pop off about Take, but I'm pleased as Peach to be playing Campanella 2 for the wait. I don't know if I have UFO 50 installed. Major breakdown in streaming terms, we call that one a major breakdown. So what are we gonna do? I'm gonna lose it. This whole thing is falling to pieces. Give me a second here. Like every stream that's ever been done, it's fallen to pieces. I don't even have enough space on my Switch to install Minesweeper, much less UFO 50. Hold on, where even is UFO 50? I don't play UFO 50. It's not installed. I'm gonna have to install it real quick, live on stream. Who here is ready for some live installation of software? We love that, right? That's exciting. That's enticing. It makes me want to cry. But no, it'll be okay. Let's just head on over to the. Let's do it together. We need 500 megabytes. That's not gonna be so bad. What are we gonna delete? What are we gonna delete, chat? We're gonna delete the Serious Sam collection. Okay, that's too bad. I like Serious Sam, but we're not playing it. What we need is UFO 50. And in the meantime, download will pause if another software is using data. What's using data? What the heck is using data? I'm gonna cancel this Minesweeper. What's even this bell indicating? The bell's indicating that should be done with the wheel. Download options, just cancel this download. Is UFO 50 downloading? It's not downloading. This is unprecedented. An unprecedented level of lack of preparation for the stream. Oh, I had to click download this software first to download it at all? That doesn't seem right. That's not right, chat. Chat, clip that. Clip that, chat. That's not right. In the meantime, what's up? How's your day? I'll listen. I'll wait. That's really cool. I love that your day's been like that. Just about done with this Diet Coke. It's like 9:40 at night. I'm gonna be up for hours, I guess. That's not good. That ain't good. But what can you do? What can you do? I'm gonna clean up some notes. Just gonna clean up some notes. not, right? Let's see how we're doing. How we're doing. Oh, UFO 50 is done downloading. Hell yeah, dude. Let's freaking game on. Let's play Campanella 2, dude. Let's freaking game. Let's freaking game, dude. Play forever. I will. I will. You don't have to tell me twice, UFO 50. I will play forever. Where am I? What am I doing? Campanella 2. Let's go. Okay. So this whole game happens in a whale. It's a no traffic. Worried for the gold. He's got to get the gold. Fortnite download is complete. I gotta go to the burrows. Alright, I'm mostly just gonna be gaming. I almost just died. I haven't played in a minute. I'm gonna die. I didn't mean to do that. It just sort of happened that way. I forgot how to play this. Give me a little bit to. If I push up, I'm in. Okay. So you can swing you can hit. When you're a UFO, you can hit. But mostly it's the joy of the push and pull of... Oh. It's mostly the joy of the push and pull of the propulsion. The will they, won't they of the propulsion. You can land. Kill. I forget which doors are which. Red is... It's gonna be like an action sequence? Or no, it's just a... I don't know. I got some fuel. I'm gonna shoot this guy and he's gonna get mad, but whatever. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. I am Campanella. Okay. Oh, I can hit these? I didn't know I could hit these. Oh. You're constantly juggling your immediate push and pull of the UFO. I'm gonna kill. You're gonna get it. You're juggling the push and pull of the immediate locomotion of the machine, but there's like a broader scale push and pull between this is something else entirely. This is just this. I don't even know how to describe the tension of this. This is just like, wait, whoa, hey, what do I do? I haven't played this in a long time. Okay. Give me this. Give me this. Give me this. I'm gonna die. The tension here is don't freaking die. And walk around and shoot everything. That's the tension. The tension is will your bullets hit? Kill. Give me the gold. I kill and give me the gold. Give me the gold. Give me this treasure. Do I shoot the treasure? You gotta shoot the treasure and then you get treasure. I forget which is which. Does this fill my health back up? Yeah, that's what I need because I'm playing like a dumb baby. So you get these big stars and then you can go to the exit, but also, what do you get? You get this, which gives you gas and money. Excuse me. That's the broader scale push and pull I was starting to illustrate, is like, you're constantly juggling like, should I keep going or like, should I just hold on to my gas, or these very immediate. So you get the immediate push and pull of the, oh god, oh mamma mia, of the feeling of locomotion of the, oh, I'm hemorrhaging money. I'm gonna die. Alright, immediate push and pull of the just locomotion, and then the bigger push and pull of, do I got enough gas? And it creates an intoxicating mix, and then you just get these little levels too in the middle of it, which is just, I just like this as a change of pace. Like, these levels are kind of whatever to me. Like, they're fun, but like I'm saying, they're not the most like sophisticated experiences. you're just shooting. You just want to kill. This one like actually feels like an old game. Campanella, the flying around in a UFO feels like just a really, really sick modern game. This feels just like a pretty good old game. It's slippery in the way that a lot of the UFO 50 games are, though. Okay. Okay. What is S? Is it S for shop? I got 73 Campanella bucks. I can't afford anything. And now the shop is closed. Woe is me. Woe is me. These skeletons will kill me. I gotta fill up in the upper left corner there. You see the stars? I gotta get 5 of those to unlock the exit door. And that's part of the push and pull too. It's the exploration. It's like, am I gonna go explore and try and find a star? Or am I gonna waste my like energy? Or am I gonna meet this man who I'm gonna shoot? Who's to say? Okay. You never know what you're gonna get. Oh, and the levels are randomly set up, so it's, which is of like, I mean, it's, the consequences of that are a little unclear. It's Campanella 1, which is in the UFO 50 collection, is a single screen rendering of the joy of the immediate push and pull of the locomotion. Why did I do that? I forgot that you can't, like, jump and go down Campanella. That was too bad. I wasn't doing great, but I was doing okay. Whatever, that was a practice run. I forgot to start the timer. I don't know if I've remembered to start the timer once during this stream. Maybe that's something to, like... I'm toast. Maybe that's something to dwell upon, you know? Maybe I need to dwell on how I forgot to start the timer every time during this stream. Like, I want there to be indicators to myself. Whatever, I can think about this later. For now, I'm thinking about how I like to go zip, zip, zip around, and how Campanella 1 is a game where the floaty immediate push and pull is deployed in a single screen puzzle-like fashion, whereas this is more of an exploratory experience. It's a broader scale puzzle. It's puzzling out a world as opposed to a immediate series of challenges. Which do you prefer, gamers? Do you like to puzzle out a world or a room? Me? I tend to prefer the room. If it's a big open world, I don't want to puzzle it out. I want to just bonk around. But if it's an immediate room, it's like, I'm gonna solve this thing. Okay. Okay. Kill. Okay. Does gas carry over? What does spinning those things do? Are those gas? I only learned that, I remember, like, because I was playing this a few months ago. I think I learned, like, pretty recently, like, oh, the spinning is gas. This shit gas. But no, let's just get out of here. Stop messing around. Okay, got you, got you. Kill, kill, kill. Explode. I kill. I kill. I kill. I kill. See what I'm saying about the tension of this stuff? It's just like, oh, ooh, 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 ooh. It's fun, but it's like fun in this very low-grade way. I just love the flying around open space so much, but there's something about the interplay. You know? I haven't referenced any old games while playing this. But, because that's not what this is. It's obviously informed by design. But, you know, I think this game speaks with its own voice. Especially this part. I love this. I could do this a lot. When my friends were playing UFO 50 before I was on the Switch, I just kept thinking, I want to play. I wish this game would be on Switch so I could just play Campanella too. This is the game I wanted to just sit with for hours. Can I afford anything cool? What does this do? Not enough gold? I'll get this then. Buckle up. I almost just died. Okay, so I swing in both directions now. Maybe that's useful. Unclear. That's kind of nice. That's kind of cool. I'm running out of gas. Uh-oh. I'm running out of gas. Why do they keep yelling at me like that? I'm running out of gas. Oh. I'm gonna go in here. What is this? Give me health. I can't afford it. Give me coin. I will. Ugh. I can't do anything in here. You never let me do anything, Campanella 2. Okay. I'm gonna do this, and hopefully this means that they'll start spawning some of those gas flippers. I think that's how it works. I think it spawns gas flippers when you're, give me the gas. Okay. Kill. Hey. Kill. Kill. And kill. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. 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 Kill. Can I shoot down? I can shoot down. I kill. Oh no. I was doing so good. Oh. Okay. Kill. 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 And kill. Oh, kill. Kill. What are these bombs? Are these bombs good? Or they hurt me? Okay. Kill. Give me coins. I'm gonna have to kill a big guy who's throwing the bombs. Yes, it's like a hog. Hog of some sort. Kill. I killed the hog as much as I killed the coughings. Give me the F. Give me the sphere. Breaking the sphere. That's the sphere. Broken once again. I gotta break 3 of those spheres. I've never done it. I've never finished Campanella 2. And then Campanella 3 is a whole other thing. Where am I going? I'm just gonna go to the woods because I'm feeling the woods. Okay. I'm gonna go up here. Gonna get this. Hey. Hey. I kill you. Hey, buddy. Sorry, but... Oh, that's a... Right. I always forget that in the woods, like, some of the background and some of the collidable stuff is, like, a little hard to parse. Oh, shoot. And this is also where it starts to really play with, like, did you go the right way? You can get lost in the woods, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. 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 I keep trying. Oh, that's not good. That's bad, actually. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Give me this. Give me this. Give me a coin. Give me this. I'm gonna shoot this guy. I'm just gonna shoot him. What? Will this kill? Is this killing? Give me this. Give me the gas. Give me the money. Give me all this money. Give me the gas. Oh, that was so dangerous. I'm being a bad egg. Alright. Okay. Give me this. What happens in 10 seconds? What happens? Okay. Kill? Kill. Do I kill? I kill. Oh god, I hate this guy. So maybe the tension of this one is just keep moving forward. Just keep going, dude. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Alright. Kill. Kill. Oh. Hold on. There. That means, you know what that means. Means we got 5 minutes left in the video game Wheel of Games portion of the program. We have 5 more minutes, and then we're going to be listening to some meditation music. Perhaps you could meditate while at Sean's Oasis. Oh god, oh god. Okay. This is Morwoods 2. Speaking of Moira, rest in peace to Catherine O'Hara. Not to just sort of drop that bomb in the middle of a pleasant stream, but you know, death is a part of life. It's very sad, but he lived. Okay. All the latest the bounty hunter gear. I'm gonna get this one. What does this do? Oh, make big. Oh, it costs money to shoot big, and I have to shoot big first. I don't like that. I shouldn't have bought that. I shouldn't have bought that. Okay. Okay. Oh, kill. Kill. Okay. Oh no no. All right. Well. Well. Easy come, easy go. I'm gonna play just a little bit of Campanella 1 because I don't have enough time to do. Where's Campanella? I don't have enough time to do another run of Campanella 2, so I'm just gonna. Do some Campanella. What do I do? I go here. I don't think are these randomly generated? No. No. That'd be nuts. What? I don't know what that was. Oh. Alright. Does this have this has the same like gas push and pull, like you could run out of gas, right? Is this good? That's good. Is that good? Is this good? I died. Well, I didn't do good. Okay. I'm freaking gaming. Okay, I'm freaking gaming. So I gotta slash the crystals on this stage. In this stage, I'm slashing crystals. Give me this. Give me this crystal. Oh, but you can collide with the crystals. Give me this crystal. Give me this crystal. Give me crystal. 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 Give me the crystal. Give me the crystal. Give me the crystal. Give me the crystal. 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 Crystals. 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 Chris. Chris. Give me your crystals, Chris. Chris. Please, Chris. Chris, come on. Yes. Yes. This is good. I like when it's going so fast. I like that. I like that. Okay. Alright, let's get this, this freaking, yokai. What is that? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that does. Where am I? I'm here. yokai. Not now. I got a challenge to do. Wait! Oh! Yokai, I'm gonna kill you because I feel upset. I'm gonna kill a yokai in anger. Maybe I'll be cursed, you know? Ah! I love Campanella, dude. Oh. Okay. That's good. Oh, alright. I gotta play meditation music now. And I have 9 lives. So this one looks like a game I'll be playing off stream. Alright, so let's take a moment here. Check in, see how we're doing. We've got 30 minutes left in the stream. And it's I think it's going okay. How do you think it's going? How are we doing? What kind of experience are we having? What kind of stream is this? Good, bad, somewhere in between? Who's to say? Who knows? But what I do know is this. I'm gonna get out of here with my voice. Much in the same way that I didn't really talk too much during the other music section because I forgot to. This time I'm not going to be talking, but deliberately so. So just sit back, take some calming breaths if you wish. And we're going to play some music that hopefully soothes your soul. All right. See you. And after that, I'll come and say goodnight. Okay. See you soon. Well, I'm tired. I'm ready to meditate and go to sleep. I hope you are too. Thanks for coming on down, Shaw. Shots Oasis. What the heck? They call this a Diet Coke? They ought to call it a diet. No. I'm not caffeinated. I'm more tired than I've ever been in my life. And with that, I bid you thanks for coming on down, Sean. So Oasis, come on back next week, Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for more of this. Leave me a review on Apple. Just kidding. There's no Apple here. I'm thirsty. Ooh, drink. Okay, I have to go. Thanks for tuning in. Good night. Bye-bye. Until next time, bye-bye. Bye.